So we just signed up for our first IRL regional. A lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of cool people. There's like some people here I don't know who they are, but they seem to be like a big deal. I did see Team Samurai X. He seems really, really cool. So I'm very, very excited. Seriously, very excited. You see, so a lot of people, a lot of people. So definitely very excited to see how I do. I did bring just pure hero today with like some hand traps. So I guess we'll see how that goes. A little nervous, not gonna lie to you, a little nervous. I've played the regionals before, but I guess we'll see how this one goes. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this either. By the way, this place is super nice. There is 9 rounds of Swiss today, so it's currently 10:30 in the morning. It might be 11 now. We started really late because I don't know, but there is 9 rounds of Swiss today. That is a lot. So we just got done with round 1. The tournament started hella late, but we got done with round 1. My first matchup, so I'm playing heroes. First matchup was against like the new plants Sun Avalons with the Therion, whole Therion combo going. So game 1, he stops pretty much all my attempts for polymerization plays, but I was able to get Plasma on the field. And Plasma is a hard card to out. So my hand, I have Plasma, and I have 2 Ghost Ogres and a Liquid Soldier that he allowed me to add. After that, he does stop my plays, so I just end up on Plasma, an Imperm set. I set a Foolish Burial too, just to kind of bait, and then I have the 2 Ghost Ogres in my hand. So he's playing Sun Avalon, Therions, all that, Adventures as well, so he's not able to, he wasn't able to really do anything to it. He wasn't able to out the Plasma. So I stopped him on his adventure plays because the only way he was going to be able to do it was to get the adventure stuff going. I Ghost Ogred his Fateful Adventure, and that was just kind of game. He scooped after that, so pretty much went to my turn, summoned, he stopped me again, but then Plasma was still on the field. He still really couldn't stop it, so that was match 1. Game 1. Game 2, he went first, obviously. He got the entire combo off. The entire combo off. He had 2 Omni Negates, so on my turn, I tried to play the game. He stopped me from playing the game, so pretty much had to scoop for game 3, and then game 3, wasn't able to get Plasma, but my turn 1 board was Sunrise, Absolute Zero, and then I had a Vion with 2 Match Change face down and a Super Poly. So really, really good hand. Plus, I drew into an Ash Blossom with the Liquid Soldier. And then on his turn, he tried to make plays. He tried to chain Griffin Rider to Darklaw. And I chained Super Poly, so Griffin Rider came off the field. Absolute Zero blew up his field. I got Great Tornado. And then on my turn, I blew up his entire field, which was a token, the Griffin Rider that I got rid of, and then the Sunseed. It's like 0 attack, 0 defense. Absolute Zero blew up his field. My turn, I just attacked for game. He already had 7k because he used effects to add plant card stand. So, yeah, just had big beefy boys on the field. Darklaw did help because I basically forced out. And I had a second mass change. I was going to keep the Absolute Zero because I had 2 mass change. So 1 for Darklaw, 1 for Acid. But I didn't have to end up using the Acid. I just went for that. So we will see how match 2 goes. I'm very excited. I'm hella nervous too. Oh my god. So we actually just finished round 2. Lost. Unfortunately, but it happened. So we lost. So just finished round 2. I played against Despia, branded Despia. one of the most popular decks. We lost in 3 games, so I was able to take one off him. I just got unlucky with my hands. My hand for game 3 was really bad. So game 1, he built a pretty good board. He had the mirror jades, he had the things to get the mirror jades back and all that. I wasn't able to do much. I wasn't able to push through everything, so I was in like survival mode for a while, and then I tried to DP pop. He activated branded or used branded openings effect engrave to save it. So just is what it is. Game 2, I was actually able to use whatchamacallit, Dark Angel, Destiny Hero Dark Angel. So Destiny Hero Dark Angel, basically you need 3 heroes engrave, Destiny heroes engrave to do it, and basically you special summon itself to the other, like your opponent's field, and then it locks out spell cards. So against Despia, it's over. He didn't know what the card did. He asked to read it, which totally cool. So he read the card, put it on his field. My board was DPE on his start of his turn. It was DPE and then a malicious that I brought back after I used Dark Angel, both in defense, so he couldn't attack over it. And he normaled the Luber, grabbed what he could, realized he can't use any of his spell effects, and he's like, "Yeah, let's just go game 3." I was like, "All right, fair enough." Game 3, I opened up one Regeki and then I drew another Regeki, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but. Hero lived, I had Stratos, used Stratos effect, and it got ashed, and that was pretty much game. So that's always good. That's always good. So we will wait for round 3. Round 3 just concluded. Played against actually someone from my city, which is fun. So I'm in Toronto. This regional's in Toronto. I don't live in Toronto, but I come here every other month for things. So so we were here, decided to do the regional, but a couple people from my actual city actually came down. Ended up matching up with one, which is very weird to travel 4 plus hours just to play someone who I play at my locals. So ended up playing against him. He's playing DDD. He's a pretty good player too. He's a really good player. DDD. Game 1, he bricked hella hard. He bricked so bad it was just set 1. It was just set 1 pass. That's not great. 1 monster. And then I comboed him Absolute Zero Sunrise. I really love A Hero Lives at 3. Oh my god. Comboed him. Game 1, he just scooped. Game 2, started with 2 Ash and an Imperm in my hand. And I pretty much stopped all his plays. There was nothing he could do. Like, he bricked both games. That's really what it was. So, sucks to win that way because, like, I want to play against people's full potential in decks, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So we take that round 2-0. We are now 2-1. Not hating it. I'm getting a little calmer too with the nerves and stuff. So really excited. We'll just keep going. Just finished round 4. Played against Mystic Mind Sky Striker. So that one Hartford. So I kind of assumed I was gonna see it here. So I sided in. My side deck has 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Cosmics, and a Harpy's Feather Duster, plus with like 3 Regekis. It's very hardcore going second. Because sometimes I want to go second again. So game 1, he got Mystic Mind on the board. I can't really do anything over Mystic Mind. So we go to game 2. I side in everything, and I make him go first. He was very surprised about that, but I made him go first. His hand is not the greatest. He goes into 2 sets. I set up my big board, Dark Law, Sunrise, Absolute Zero. I get Nibiru. That was fun. But the Nibiru token, plus the Sky Striker monster he had on the field, turns into a 9600 attack damage token. Can't attack with it turn 1, but that turn, but it's fine. He goes, he can't do anything outside put Mystic Mine on the board. I draw for turn. I draw my Harpies Feather Duster. Use Harpies, token attack, swing for game, and then game 3 he makes me go second. So with my side decking, I put my entire side deck in and I take out 15 cards. So he thought I took out all my going second cards. He assumed that I thought that he'd make me go first. I assumed, no, you're gonna make me go second again. So I keep everything in. I start with a Cosmic Cyclone in my hand. He puts his board. I imperm his Kagari. He can't do much after that, so he sets 2. And then, my turn. I take out the Kagari. Oh, wait, no. Did I? Yeah, I take out the Kagari. So I normal Stratos. No, he did not have a Kagari. I think game 2 he didn't have anything on the field again. Yeah, sorry, game 3. I don't think he had anything on the field again. So he goes for his plays. I stop them. I have the Ash, things like that. Then he just sets. He sets his his Demise of the Land. He goes. Hero lives for Stratos. He demises the lands, Mystic Mines. I get my Stratos Search. Cosmic Cyclone his Mystic Mine, and then I just pop off for there. If he has Nibiru, he has it. But he sided it out, I'm pretty sure. So I just go full combo, Sunrise, Absolute Zero. And I had the Mass Change in hand for the Vion. That was also on field, so just go from there, win. So we are now 3-1. And we're doing a lot better than I thought we would. 4 rounds, we have 5 more rounds to go. I'm a little tired, but this is usually my max when I go to locals, so doing a lot today. But we're doing well. I'm actually having a lot of fun and stuff, and meeting a lot of cool new people, which is really, really sweet. So let's keep going. Okay, a little cheese, tiny bit cheesed. Just got done round 5. We drew. So I was playing Dragon Link. We were playing Dragon Link player. I won game 1. He won game 2. We went to game 3. My board was DPE, Sunrise, Absolute Zero, Plasma. There was like 3 minutes left on the clock. No, it was like 4.5, 5 minutes left on the clock. And he took a long time doing a lot of nothing. I mean, obviously you gotta play and like try to find your out and stuff, and I'm not hating on that. It's just there was no play he could make to stop the board or even do damage. But it is what it is. So we are 3-1-1. We'll go into game 6 and we'll see how we go. I'm counting that as a win. I'm 4-1. So just finished round 6. Another Sky Striker Mystic Mind player. Cool dude. I got 2-0'd, unfortunately. He had answers. I did not have the answers. It happens. It's whatever. I'm trying to remember what happened game 1. I'm gonna be honest, it's 6 rounds in. I am a little bit tired. This is the most Yugioh I think I've ever played in a day, so definitely a little tired right now. But we'll see. I mean, everything's going good. 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. I'm counting that draw as a win because the guy didn't have anything to hurt me. And if it would have went back to my turn, I would have just swung for pretty much game. Not even damage, just game. But it is what it is. 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. And we have 3 more rounds to go. Finishing 6-2-1 would be neat, but we'll see. I think the fatigue is kind of getting to me, so we'll see how that goes. But Dark Law was a very big obstacle for him, but he always had the out, which sucks because I know Dark Law does so well against it. Just always affects them. Just wasn't able to get it out there, which is, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you get the out, sometimes you don't. I've gotten pretty lucky today too, so I can't even complain. But yeah, round 7. Okay, round 7 is done. They didn't show up. So my opponent did not show up. So I was 3-2-1. Got the free dub. 4-2-1. So not very exciting, but I guess we continue going. Alright, so we just got finished round 8. I did not do anything for round 7 because I ended up getting a game win. My opponent didn't show up. I think I mentioned that. I don't know. But yeah, didn't show up, so game win there. Then we went round 8. Paired with someone, was ready, and then pairings got redid. That happened like a lot. And I ended up facing the YouTuber Milano. Cool dude, really cool dude. Talked to him a little tiny bit about, like, you know, not playing forever, and he was like, yo, congrats man, you're doing really well today, and things like that. So that was really cool. Took him to 3 games, which is nice. You know, he's a really good player, so I'm really happy with that. There is a round 9 that I'm dropping because I am exhausted, and I have realized I am hella tired. Like, this doing 9 rounds is a grind. It's a grind. So we're dropping out at 8 rounds, 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. I'm gonna count the draw as a win though, because I got slow played, so that's cool. But yeah, overall, really fun day. Super fun day. My goal was 4 wins, and I got them, which is really nice. Nerves kind of went away and all that during the day too, so I was really happy about that. But yeah, now I get to go home and relax, so that's cool. 5-dimension force packs for signing up for the big, regional thing. I was gonna open them in there, but I want to record opening them, so we're going to open them in the car because I want to really open them. Zombie Reborn's not bad. I'll take that. There's nothing I want, but after a long day of Yu-Gi-Oh, getting something good would be nice. Oddwing is whatever. You see the quality on these cards? Not great. They are not great. See, look, they're all like chipped at the top. They're all literally chipped up here. I don't understand. I don't even know what that is. Chousei the Ghost Stopper. Alright. Okay. Libromancer, Mr. Girl. Last pack, best pack. I lied. Well, we lost and we got nothing. Alright, so originally I was going to do this, I was going to do the deck profile thing yesterday after regionals, but I was really tired. I didn't even play the entire day. I dropped out round 9. I was, even if I did really bad, I was still going to play all 9 rounds, but I have never played that much Yu-Gi-Oh before, so it was a lot. We ended up 4-3-1, so I'm not saying this is the best hero deck profile. I'm not saying I'm the best hero player. I did get kind of scammed in one of my matches. The guy he stalled 9 minutes. He could not get over Sunrise, Plasma, and Absolute Zero, and 2 hand traps. He couldn't get over it, so he kept asking what my cards did for 9 minutes, and yeah, kind of got a draw on that one. That really sucked because I had the win easy, but it is what it is. So we finished 4-3-1. I'm just doing this for future reference. Again, not saying this is the best hero deck, but I really enjoyed this hero deck. Playing pure hero again with some hand traps, I think I really like, just because I have been playing branded hero a lot lately, and I enjoy that one too. Is just for this tournament, I was more comfortable with regular hero, so that's what we ended up going with. So obviously main deck, extra deck, side deck. We'll do these 2 after. We're gonna do the main deck first. So main deck, as you can see, we have 2 Stratos. I've seen some people run 1 Stratos, some people run 3, some people run 2. I think Stratos is a preference. If you're running the Vision Heroes, I think you run as many Stratos as possible. It's just this deck is, I believe, 44 cards, so I didn't want to keep raising the deck not limit, but the deck capacity. So we went with 44. So I only went with 2 Stratos. I think I thought it was great. I didn't always start with the Stratos in my hand, but I thought this was fine, to be honest with you. I thought it was really, really good. I definitely, in a pure hero deck, I don't think I'd ever go to 1, but I also don't think I'd ever go to 3 either. So I think 2 was really good. 2 Shadow Mist. If you're playing branded hero, I feel like you only play 1 Shadow Mist, but in a regular hero deck, 1 is not enough, 3 is too many, so 2 is the perfect ratio for a actual hero deck. Obviously, the 1 Honest Neos. Some people have cut this, which totally cool, but I find I run into so many times where Honest Neos actually plays a factor that just really, I never want to cut this card. Never want to cut it. Liquid Soldier is very expensive right now with good reason. It's a really good card. Basically a mini Graceful Charity plus, if you want to use its other effect, to special summon from the graveyard. Really, really good. I do want to see this reprinted because I kind of want to try playing 2 of these, but I don't want to spend the money on another one. So we're only running 1 so far. So that's the Elemental Heroes. Very, very basic package of Elemental Heroes. 2 Vision Hero Ferris. So a lot of people think you need 3. I am not one of those people. So here's my thing. There's obviously times you would love to have 3. Of course there is. If they stop your first play, you need a little bit more gas, then yeah, of course you'd want a 3rd one. But honestly, the amount of times I'm thinking to myself, oh, I wish I had another Ferris to use, isn't very high. Especially if I'm only drawing 1 of these in my hand. If I have both in my hand and these are the only 2, like I don't have any other heroes, so I have to pitch 1 for the effect, then yeah, obviously I'm gonna want the 3rd one, but that only happened once yesterday, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. 2 Vion, Vision Hero Vion. Some people kind of flip-flopped on whether or not this is the best summon in the deck. I think it's still maybe, but I don't think that warrants going to 3, to be honest with you. Unless maybe you're playing a second poly, I think 2 is just fine, to be honest. I never really ran into issues. The 1 Vision Hero increase, like I said, there was a time yesterday I wish I had a second increase because I had done, I did the entire play and, I got, that was in the grave, I had both these on the board, I did poly, all that stuff. There was a time yesterday where I needed to do the Vision Hero package again just to get 2 heroes on the board. I needed the Vion and the increase so I could link them off into a Cross Crusader. I needed the second increase. But again, it only happened once yesterday. So it's not that big of a deal because usually you don't have those chances to keep going. It's either you won or you're lost at that point. So it wasn't that big of a deal or that huge of an issue, but I noticed that yesterday there was one time I think I ended up winning that game anyways, but I could have finished it a little bit earlier. I needed the second increase so I could go into a Cross Crusader to bring back something from the grave. So it would have been nice to have. The 1 Plasma, I was considering siding this just because Plasma is way better going first. It's not awful going second, but going first, definitely Plasma is the way. But I decided to, my side deck was too full. There was nothing I want to cut, so Plasma was just in the main, and I don't regret having it. It was only, anytime I summoned it, Plasma was only outed once, so I don't really hate it. The 2 Malicious, if we could play 3, we would play 3, but this is pretty basic. Only 2. The 1 Denier, because Destiny Hero Denier is a fantastic card. When Burst of Destiny came out and people were freaking out about the story of Phoenix Enforcer, which, it's an amazing card, I was freaking out about Denier because I thought it was super duper good. Being able to make Malicious basically 3 copies is nothing to scoff at. It really, really isn't. It's a really good card. So, super duper good.
and we tried the Destiny Hero Dark Angel tech. Honestly, really, really good. Uh, so I played my matchups yesterday. Well, I mean, if you've seen earlier in the video, you would see my matchups. I was able to get this off once. I would maybe side this, to be honest with you. I think Dark Angel is probably the one card I would side, along with a few other cards. I would definitely probably side this because in other matchups, it's not great. It's not good into a lot of the other matchups. It really only absolutely dumps on Despia. The one time I played it on the Despia player, he's like, I have no idea what this card is. I let him read it, and he's like, yo, this card shuts me down. And I'm like, I know. And I was able to get it off, put it on his board, and literally we had to go next because there was nothing he could do. So super duper good card. But I think I would. This is side deck material. On to the spells. We have 3 A Hero Lives. So yesterday I actually did some counting. There was only one game throughout the entire day. So I played 8 rounds. Most of them went to 3 games. There was only one game, not match, one game yesterday. I did not start with one of these in my hand, and it was against the YouTuber Milano. Game 3, I needed it. It was in round 8. I needed it to kind of stay alive for rankings. My hand was absolutely garbage, and the next card, not so. I went second. I drew, I think it was a polymerization. No, it was Miracle Fusion, and then I didn't have any other cards. My hand was polymerization. I drew the Miracle Fusion. 2 hand traps. No, 3 hand traps. What was the 6th card? The 6th card was a Regeki. So I had nothing. And then when the game was over, because he OTK'd me on his turn, I drew my next card, and it was a Hero Lives. So if I would have drawn the Hero Lives, maybe things would have changed. I actually would have done all 9 rounds, but I'm not entirely sure. But this card going to 3 is absolutely insane. I love it so much. 3 Forbidden Droplet. This card is getting reprinted again, so people have another chance to grab a copy, maybe a little bit cheaper. This card is nuts. This is one of the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's expensive, but in the sense of Yu-Gi-Oh!, not in the sense of it being cardboard, this card is 100% worth it. It is so good. It's disgusting how good it is. So, Forbidden Droplet is awesome. 3 Super Polys. So, the reason I was playing Super Polys was because I thought I was going to be running into a lot of Despia. I thought so much Despia, but I only ended up playing 1 Despia player. I Super Poly them, but only 1 Despia player the entire day, which was, kind of crazy. So Super Polys against almost everyone else wasn't as useful. It really, really was not. So that was disappointing. 3 match change. I mean, it's basic 3 match change. It was fine. I am running, more masked heroes, so need a lot of match change. Match changes are fine. I'm pretty sure you always run 3, so it's not that big of a deal. 2 Fusion Destiny. We could run 3. I wish we could run 3 again since Verte's banned, but yeah, 2 Fusion Destiny. I saw this in my hand only a few times. DP did not come out very often yesterday because, sometimes when you're going poly, I'm actually kind of considering putting a second poly in the deck, to be honest with you. Just because sometimes I get greedy with my plays, so. Well, yeah, only saw 2 Fusion Destiny, or only saw a Fusion Destiny a little bit yesterday, so didn't really see DP as much as I would have liked. The 1 Foolish Burial, I was sleeping on this card. I wasn't playing it, and then last second I kind of put it in, and I'm really happy I did because this, being able to start combos, so helpful. There was so many times yesterday where my starting hand was Shadow Mist Malicious, and I had Foolish Burial, and being able to Foolish Burial a Shadow Mist from deck to be able to start the plays, get Ferris, all that stuff, so helpful. It doesn't come up every time. I don't always start with Foolish Burial in my hand or anything like that, but this card being essentially a combo starter for heroes, I think is really, really important, so I'm really happy that I did not sleep on the card. further, and I actually put it in the deck. Called by the Grave is just a really good, card. Being able to remove things, stop Ash Blossom, stop Effect Veilers, things like that, always really, really nice. The one Rhoda, I'm not running any E-calls or anything, so the one Rhoda is cool. Level 4 Warrior is nice. Sometimes you want to grab Vion. Sometimes you want Stratos. It really depends on you. The one Miracle Fusion, I don't really think we need more than one. Maybe certain scenarios, but one Miracle Fusion. The one Polymerization, again, like I said, I've been thinking of running another one of these, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that. I can see plays where it would be useful, but I also see plays where, it wouldn't. So, not entirely sure if I want to run a second one of these, but, polymerization is polymerization. And so that was the main deck. We did play some hand traps, so we played, if you don't count the droplets, we played, let's see, about 8 hand traps. I don't think it's too bad of a ratio, but 2 Ghost Ogre. I think Ghost Ogre is a really good hand trap this format, being able to just destroy stuff. I popped a lot of Faithful Adventures with this, so that was really, really nice. Don't think I'd be getting rid of this, to be honest with you. So that was really good. The 3 Ash Blossom. Ash is just a really good hand trap, so never going to complain about that. Sometimes, depending on matchups, I would side out 1 or 2 of these. If I notice that they weren't really doing much, I would side them out. So that was a thing. And then 3 Imperms. Imperms, again, another really good hand trap. I don't think I'd consider taking these out, but there's definitely arguments. You could definitely argue taking these out, but I really enjoy them. So main deck was 44 cards. If I could get it cut down, I would. I think I would actually side the Dark Angel, maybe change some other things around. I'm not sure if I would change hand traps, but it's all about experimenting. We will do the extra deck. So the extra deck is pretty basic as well. So we have the DPE and the Destiny Hero Dangerous. Dangerous was a last minute addition. This was going to be either a Starving Venom, a Dangerous, or a Elemental Hero The Shining. It was going to be one, because the rest of the deck I couldn't really change. So it was going to be one of these. I ended up going with Dangerous just because in certain scenarios, Dangerous also starts plays for you. If Dark Law is a really big thing against your opponent, being able to get Dangerous on the field with Fusion Destiny basically gets you into a Dark Law or an Acid if you really want. So that's a really good card. DP obviously is just nutty, absolutely insane. Really happy that not every deck is playing it again, or playing it now. But I mean, it was kind of cool when people would play DP and then use Super Poly their DP. I think that was kind of funny. The Masked Hero. So we have 2 Dark Law. I debated putting this to 1. I'm happy I didn't, because the second Dark Law did come out quite often, so really happy about that. I probably would not switch that up unless I'm playing Branded Hero, then I would only go 1 Dark Law. The Mass Hero Blast did not come up yesterday once because no one negated my Stratos. And if they did, I had Call by the Grave, so I never had to use a mass change. In theory, maybe cut Blast for something else, but Blast is a good card, so I wouldn't play like Divine Wind or something like that, but maybe. It depends on what type of deck. Acid did not come up once, and I'm kind of considering cutting this, to be honest with you. Just because Acid's plays are good. It's just, it never came up. It honestly never came up. So I might consider cutting Acid, to be honest. The Acid might be the one. Then we have the Sunrise. That's basic. This card's so expensive. This card's like $30 now. Insane. So Sunrise is really, really good. Sometimes you just summon this to get more extension and get the Miracle Fusion stuff. Sometimes you're not even keeping this card on the field, but Sunrise is really good. Absolute Zero is insane as a Regeki. Every time he came out, he Regeki'd something, so that was nice. Then we have our Omni Hero targets. Great Tornado is cool. I only summoned him once to end the game just because he was my last option for a play, so Great Tornado came out to finish the game. Escurry Dow came out because I misplayed at some point. I misplayed because I didn't have the proper target. I think I had used Great Tornado. Oh no, it was because of the materials. So I sent a Stratos and a Vion, and I realized that you can't do that, so I had to go for Escurridao, and that's the only reason Escurridao came out. So not an awful card. Under things like Fusion Destiny, sometimes you summon Escurridao, but outside that, I might cut this to be honest because outside those specific scenarios, I don't really think it's useful. I'll be honest with you. And then our Predaplant Dragostepelia, not gonna say MVP or anything like that. It came out once in the Despia matchup because again I thought I was playing way more Despia. Just because like my locals has a lot of Despia, so I see this guy a lot. But at regionals, I only saw him once. So yeah, he's a really good card though. I actually do like him in the deck, so I don't think I would take him out to be honest with you. Our links are very, very basic. 2 Cross Crusader. Both of them came up a lot actually. So I'm happy I didn't go for one because for a long time I was kind of a person only going 1 Cross Crusader, but the second one was actually needed a few times. So I'm happy I grabbed that. Wonder Driver. I think Wonder Driver is good in niche scenarios. You know, you get a polyback, you get a mass change or a miracle if you need it. So not too shabby at all. And then we have the Dread Decimator is really good as well. So I think I might change Dread Decimator out. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't great. Yeah, Dread Decimator might get cut. I think I only summoned him once, so he's kind of whatever. But yeah, not a bad card. And we will do the side deck. Okay, so on to the side deck. But yeah, like I said, Dread Decimator. Did I summon him once yesterday? There's niche scenarios where you want Dread Decimator. Might not cut it, but I could argue you could cut it. So, well, I guess that's just personal preference. Our side deck. Side deck is very interesting, and you will see what I did with this. So, 3 token collectors. I thought I'd be playing against. I don't know. I honest to God thought I'd be playing against things like Sword Soul a lot. I did not play against one Sword Soul player. Apparently there was a ton there. I did not play against one. So the token collectors were kind of useless, but I guess they're there. 3 Regekis. My strategy yesterday was very simple. It was, so if I won die roll, I want to go first, obviously. I had plasma, I had good boards I could make going first, so that wasn't a big deal. I would go first, do all my stuff, whatever. Then game 2, obviously they're gonna make me go second. No one made me go first the entire day, so obviously they're gonna make me go second. So I would side in 3 Regekis if I knew that blowing out their board would be the proper thing. I would do the Regekis. So really, really good card. And then game 3. Depending on how I was feeling, sometimes I would board to go second again. I would shuffle all 15 of my side deck cards into my deck, take out 15 cards so they had no idea what I was taking out. I would say, hey, you can go first. They looked at me very surprised because they're like, I sided for second. I'm like, unlucky. And I plopped 3 Regekis and other cards as well. So that worked a few times yesterday going into game 3, just surprising my opponent. I think I might switch that up a bit. Maybe go second hero deck, just off the bat might be not too bad either. So 3 Regekis there, and with the Regekis came the Lightning Storms. I really like this card. I really like Regeki too. Both cards I think are really, really good. So I side in 3 Regekis, 2 Lightning Storms pretty much every time I was going second, and they came up almost every time. If I cut this deck list down, I will see them more often, and I might actually do that. So, Lightning Storms are busted, and I love them, and I'm siding them in because I don't like Mystic Mind Sky Striker, who I played twice yesterday, so that was always fun. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster and 2 Cosmic Cyclone. You can really tell I do not like back row decks, so siding in basically 5 cards for back row, and then if you want to count the Regekis, we have a lot of just removal going on. So yeah, this in the first matchups against the Lightning against the Sky Striker Mystic Mind player, I saw all these all the time, and I was able to blow through his board and win games. The second time I played them, I wasn't so lucky, unfortunately, but it is what it is. The One Red reboot, just in case you run into Eldritch or anything like that, One Red reboot is solid. Or if anyone wants to imperm you and you can play through and OTK them this turn, just pitch the red reboot or go for the red reboot. And then the last, the three-dimensional barriers. I don't think I cited this in against the Despia player. Outside that, I never cited it in just because no one was really playing Fusion. I didn't run into Synchros that much or Xyz at all. I did play a DDD player, but they do so many other things, so no real point. But yeah, never saw the dimensional barriers. Honestly, I like this deck. I like how it performed. I like how I performed. I was 3-1. And then I'm used to just playing 4 rounds, calling it a day. So I was 3-1, and then I played the Dragon Link player or whatever. And made me a little salty, and after that, I kind of lost focus on a lot of the rest of the day, unfortunately. But honestly, improvements can be made. If you have any improvements, any hero kind of spicy stuff you're playing, let me know. Definitely gonna play around with this and adjust this more. We'll see where we can take this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I'm kind of learning how to vlog a little bit, at least when I go to regional stuff and doing real actual Yu-Gi-Oh stuff outside just Master Duel. So trying to do stuff like that. So let me know. Let me know if you liked how the video was. This at the end, my kind of thoughts throughout the day. Yeah, it was a really exciting day. It was really cool to meet YouTubers and stuff like that. Sam from Team Samurai X, Milano, they were both really, really cool when I was talking to them a little tiny bit. It was just a fun day. It was just really, really fun. So, yeah, I guess we'll just continue going with heroes, and we'll see how far they can take me. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and just have a good day. Peace.